Okay, thank you for coming for today's meeting. This is the IEEE Green Energy and the System Conference kickoff meeting. You can see what I'm doing now. I'm trying to recording also. So whatever we are talking about, so be aware, okay? I'm recording this, and then later on, I can also display this. I'm just doing the testing, okay? This is the first time I'm trying to using the equipment here. It costs chapter $100, but I think it's worth it. To recording the meeting. In case someone cannot come to the meeting, they can always have every information, including the PowerPoint slide and my voice. Okay. And certainly, if you guys want to talk, I also have a microphone here. Okay, we can pass the microphone to you, and then you can also talk. But in the meantime, I think I haven't put the battery inside here yet. Can someone help me to put the battery inside it? So you can also talk. Okay. Anyway, so let's get a start. The most important thing is this year we have everything's a little bit earlier than last year. Okay, but let's go slide one by one first. You can see the website. The website given there have past information. We have done green energy and the system conference for 5 years in a row. So the code for the paper is also in the website. Okay. I try to make the meeting short, okay, so we can have more effectively using our time. Now this is a program. The theme of this year is renewable technology for green buildings and energy efficiency. Okay. So we have a number of different topics. In the past, we emphasized more distribution line and power generation, fuel cell, those kind of things. Signal processing and some communication stuff. Those are all important as far as think of smart grid. This year, one more thing is we have here, if you look at the bottom, we have hydropower, water purification. Lately, if you look at the National Science Foundation website, I think there are some interesting, try to combine the water and the food processing system together with the energy. Okay, so that's another dimension. That's why we also have something in that area for the paper. So I'd like you think about it and encourage your students start working on right away. Okay. Again, we're going to have a publication, but at this time I want to thank for the committee member, specifically most of these, and she said they've been spent a heck of a lot of time last year for preparing the technical paper review and the publication. Hundreds of hours has been spent on that. Now, in addition to that, I also like to thank you, Sergio and Greg and Boyd, and you guys have been helping us for the student paper review as well as the competition awards. Okay, so those are really nice for the student because the student like to get credit. Okay, for the participation on these activities. It's a good thing for them to put it on the resume, right? So they have helping us doing things, and they also do the project. I think that's one of the important things missing. A lot of IEEE students may not actively involve into the research or project. But I want to take this opportunity to encourage faculty members, mention this to your students, okay, in the classroom. Encourage them to work together and get things done. If you look at this, we have 2 tracks. Just like last year, we have one technical track. Okay, and the deadline is June 1st for the abstract. And then after that, we have June 22nd as the full paper. Okay, that's the deadline. So the deadline compared with last year is relatively earlier. We moved maybe like 1 or 2 months earlier because we do need more time to review the paper and the process because this takes time. Okay, and we also want to get more international reviewers be involved rather than just reviewers primarily from Cal State Long Beach. Okay, and we are moving in that direction. I think that's a good thing to do. Now, if you look at student track, okay, the student track the paper will not be published, first of all, because we have to make sure the quality is good. Okay. But at this point, I don't think we have a student paper good enough. However, if you think the student paper is good enough for the master's or even for PhD, you can encourage them submit a paper to the technical track. The paper in the technical track, if accepted, then will be published by IEEE Explore. Okay. So that's the difference between the student track and the technical track. Additionally, if you the student participate in the student track, normally they get a certain amount of awards, right? Maybe $25 or $50 the gift cards, okay, from Amazon. That's what we have done in the past few years. Students like to have Amazon gift cards, okay, and also it's a good record for their resume, right? But again, if you look at the submission deadline is in the June 22nd, okay. That means the complete student project need to be written and submitted to the conference. Okay. And the reason we do that is we have a deadline, the same deadline as the technical track and the student track, because in this way, it will make the review process in parallel and quick and get results done, rather than be the last minute. So again, the student track, we also move the deadline much earlier. Before, what we had the student track was somewhere in the September, October. I think that's just too late. Okay? We don't even have a time to really take a close look on the paper. But now if we move up to the June 22nd, then we will have more time to look at paper, and then, and also we are expecting more papers this time submitted. Okay? Not just the California will be more globalized, the people from outside. Okay. Last year we had a paper from Korea, we have paper from Finland, we have paper from Australia. So I believe, when we continue on, we will just have more international papers going to come. Yes? So that means that's the final version. Because after review, normally we have some feedback, right? Maybe we say, oh, the plots, okay, you forgot or something missing in the vertical axis label or horizontal axis label, or the formatting problem, or some other mathematical typo. So the student has one more chance to make a correction on that. And in other words, when they say the camera ready, that really means the paper is ready, and also hopefully the PowerPoint slide, the presentation, the poster is also ready. Okay, so everything should be ready a little bit earlier. And because the conference day is November 9th. It's not November like Thanksgiving. We also move up. Okay, so it's November 9th rather than later of November. We move to the beginning of the November. Okay. And again, that's because if so close to the Thanksgiving holidays, then it will be more difficult to have speakers or to have presenters come to the campus here, because everybody will be busy thinking something else for the holidays. Okay, so that's another reason we move up. So here's organizing committees. It's pretty much similar to before. But I want you guys look at, if you want to do more service, I welcome. Okay. Again, the technical committee chair will be Chisen, and finance registration will be Ai-Han Koo. He's not here. Website will be Roger, and publicity, Mostafi, publication together, Mostafi, and conference rental, reservation, the food service, Sergio. Again, we'll try to reserve the place. November 9th. Okay. The same deal. Yeah, the whole day. Thank you. Thank you. Everything probably is the same, okay, except the, I think so. Maybe still one room. We are not there expand 2 rooms yet, but we will know. The primary thing is if we have the big room, we want to use a small room, we can always add on. If we don't have the primary room, then we've been kicked out. Okay, so get a room reserved. Okay, and the sponsor exhibitors, I think that's the important part. We do need to have more sponsors, and maybe have exhibitors join us to display their stuff. Sandra's still around. She says she will help us again. Okay. But again, I want her to train more students to help. Okay. We cannot always just rely on her. I know she also have a job and is sometimes busy. Okay. But hopefully she can continue contributing on this. And I also put a student, but they just walk away. We also need to pass information to other campuses in UC system as well as the CSU system. And the Greg will be the ad hoc committee. Okay. Anything we need emergency, we can contact you. Okay. Oh, not yet, not yet. Now talk about the exhibitors and the sponsors. Okay, I put a 4-person's name and the change is there. Okay, we like to see if we can get some support from the industry. In the past, we have a support from the Boeing, and I was told last year there will be no more support from the Boeing because there's a man change. Okay, the person, the strongest supporter to us, has retired, and so we lost the.
No. You don't even need to put my name there. I will do the work, okay? Don't worry. I mean, it's organized work. No, I will make you guys work, okay?
We are not asking.
Don't worry.
We are not asking big money. You know, if we can get the $10,000, that would be great. Okay. We should.
That's all you need?
That should be enough to cover.
No, that's all you need, right?
Every year. It's just 1 year. Because the student registration fee as well as their food, all this costs money. Okay, so that's at least a couple $1,000.
So last year or previous year, who are the sponsors?
Okay, we have a sponsor, the Boeing. Boeing is a big sponsor. Okay.
They contribute the regulatory information.
Well, they and IEEE also contributing some money to us. Okay. The coastal sign section. And we also have a US Hybrid, it's a local company, and a few others. Okay. And we also have a registration fee. So basically we balance. So far we balance out.
You guys will continue to support you guys should get back to the existing.
Yes, we will ask existing sponsor continue, but I was told by the US Hybrid, last year he cannot do it. Okay. All depends on the company's financial. If the company is financially strong, then they're willing to help. If not, they say, no, not this year. Okay, so it's always up and down. Okay, so that's the exhibitors and the sponsorship. And finally,
most sponsors give us a certain amount of money. Anyway, you can have IEEE given a certificate, something like that.
Definitely.
And recognition, something like that.
We were happy to do that.
But do we do that before?
For the Boeing, we didn't. But I invited their manager come here, so they do see we have activities, so happy about it. Okay, normally if they do the sponsorship, they want to see if you really spend the money properly.
Yes.
Yeah. And the same thing for the US Hybrid, the president was invited to speaker, so he was here before, so he was happy to see what we are doing.
Okay.
But it's a good idea. We should also make a certificate recognition for the sponsors.
They put the sponsors logo in the website of the conference. So, everybody goes to the website of the conference. They can show also that they are financing a cause. So,
anyone can double check quickly on the website for the past?
So we didn't. We have some. Short of something there in the website, but I think in future we can do it more organized way. We can have some of the conference, they have different kind of sponsor, gold sponsors, silver sponsors, and so on. But for our case, I think we can at least recognize their contribution in our website also. That will motivate the sponsor that, you know, it's a good way to basically recognize them.
Excellent idea. Yeah.
So a couple of more things, I have some comments on.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead.
So first of all, to proceed with the IEEE authorization, we need to submit the application to the IEEE, and the time is basically running quick, so we have to do that part.
So can you do it?
Well, I can do that,
But
but
directly relate to the publication, right?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
right. So
but there is some other things that we need to do before we submit it. The formation of the technical program committee. So we need to get the technical program committee list, and we need there, for example, authorization. Last year what we did, we just put many people's name, but they were actually not in the TPC. And their consent was not properly, I mean, we need to take it properly to them. So I propose we spend a week or two time, let's say 1 week, and we take consent from the TPC members that whether they like to serve it in the committee or not for this year. And then we apply for the authorization from the IEEE. Because we need to provide a complete list of TPC members to the IEEE. And without taking consent, we cannot simply just put names and do that. Moreover, I think that we need to basically invite people from the outside to enrich our TPC members. And so we need to basically need a coordination in this purpose. So I can do my side, but I think we need a collaborative effort in that place. So we need several people, and I will also ask the, for example, a couple of people they attended last time have the paper from the outside, whether they can also bring some people that could fit. Like, you know, the people from the Portugal, the one researcher, he said that he will also interested to be part of the committee and bring some people and so on. So we like to get people, especially TPC from all around the world also, so that, you know, they can motivate this conference in their area, in their region. So without that, I mean, I cannot do, for example, the submission of this to the IEEE. Second comment is that...
okay, before that, so when is the deadline? We have to do the... Absolutely, we have to...
There is no deadline, but
okay.
there is a turnaround time. Turnaround time means that how long it will take normally from IEEE to get it done. So in some sense it is 4 to 5 months.
Oh.
So that's what we, but last year we got it a bit, I mean, you know, there are many interface was there. Now we need the technical sponsorship also. And from the IEEE system, I encourage, I strongly suggest that Henry, you can basically manage that part. Because we have to in this application say that who is the technical sponsor of this conference?
Technical sponsor is the
IEEE systems. Yeah,
system, council.
Yeah, council.
Right.
But we need to get an authorization from that we are submitting, we are basically applying for this year for the IEEE Explore, and we like to get your, you know, a sponsorship, because we need to get their consent also, so that, and I think you are the best guy that can do that, because they don't know me, they don't know you.
Right, they know me, yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing.
another thing is I'm inviting the president of the system council come here to give a talk on February 23rd. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I forgot, you come to the meeting, right? So we can ask him. He will be happy to say yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So these things I need before I can basically proceed with the IEEE registration. Then the other thing is, I just like to give a thought about reducing the review process by eliminating the abstract review. most of the conference nowadays, they just do one short review.
Right.
You submit the full paper and they review the full paper. Now abstract review, although I mean we don't have enough manpower, now I mean for this last year we had a very tough time, I mean to do all this review in 2 phases. I'm proposing, I mean we can verify the, from all of our colleague that whether it could be something that you like to, because we didn't send anything to the IEEE, we have still the flexibility to modify the program the way we like it.
Okay. So you have any suggestion or? So just one shot, right? Rather than have 2
that's
abstract and then the full paper. We can try full paper.
Well, since we have a post on the website already, maybe we just stay with whatever we have said, and any changes we can do it next year. And but the advantage of reviewing abstract is also good in saving a lot of time in reviewing the full paper. So you just screening out all those which you think is not feasible. So it saves some time. Reviewing abstract doesn't require that much manpower. Just 2 or 3 people can do that. So any changes we can do it next year. We have put it on the website already.
So I mean next year we can basically
Right.
try to see that whether we can employ one short review next year.
Yeah, we can do that next year. Yeah.
Okay, any other concern, any suggestions? So let me just summary what we need to do. Okay, maybe Chisen going to send out all the invitation letter to the potential the people who can serve in the TPC, including the speaker last year, or we know some individual persons ask their formal agreement.
Let me know if you think of a good candidate for the TPC. Let me know. I'll just send out the invitation.
I think all you need is just the email,
Yeah.
the name and the email address. Okay. And I know chemical engineering, the same thing. They can have some other outside people in the industry they're willing to help. And then some people from Southern California, Edison. I think I give the name to you last year.
I have
You still
a
have those names.
database from last year. I
Just
have
grow from
50,
there.
60 names.
Okay.
So we will try to send it. Probably I won't send it to all of them. It's maybe too many. So, but just let me know who might be likely want to involve.
Yeah. So I mean, what we like to see, less reviewer from the, especially from CSULB, because we are basically, steering committee and so on. So we're handling this conference. In the IEEE, we like to show that we are not reviewing our paper. We are not basically reviewing most of the paper. 2 things. So we are not reviewing most of the paper. We are not reviewing our paper. So that that brings the confidence and the credibility of the conference, because we have a good cause to work in a conference. So we were trying to basically promote a good conference, and we should have that. That stand from the very beginning.
Right.
So that's it.
Very good. We just started, officially have IEEE proceeding last year. Another thing, year before last year, we also have a proceeding, right? Is that possible? Can put it in the IEEE Explore, or is not possible? It's no.
But it's there still.
I
You can
know.
start the paper is there.
Yeah.
You can, last year was like that. But year before we had the proceeding that is in archivics, and all the papers are there.
Okay, I think that's pretty much what we have. So one will be the technical program committee members invitation, and the secondly will be the budget. We try to get more resource, the sponsorship.
And for me, we are taking the sponsorship
Sponsorship, yes. I think that would be on the February 23rd. So again, one more thing is I invite Bob Reza. He is the president of the IEEE System Council. Come here to give a talk on February 23rd, which is Monday. So passing this information to your students, everyone invited. Okay, and he's going to talk about the business case for system engineering. Is system engineering effective? Okay, so he's the stronger person promote the system engineering concepts. Okay, we have more pizza here, so if you want to eat, please come. So that's adjourn the meeting. Thank you for coming.
Is there any limitation on the facility?